Hello and welcome to the Long Island Weather Update. It is May 6th, 2024. Very humid day, kind of murky. The sun did come out though, so luckily we didn't have the drizzle. But it was kind of humid and uncomfortable out there today. Very humid, very humid. We do have a push of drier air that is coming in from the north, as you see here on this satellite loop here. And if we take this out a little more to the CONUS view, again, this will kind of give you a wider view. And yes, we have severe weather firing up. We're going to talk about that toward the end of this video. But first, let's get to the local area first. And we see we have this front that's going to sink south. That'll bring us somewhat drier air. And the only day that we're really not going to have to worry about any precipitation is for tomorrow. So let's go to the map here and take a look at our current conditions outside right now. And it looks like temperatures are generally in the low to mid 60s, pretty much everywhere because the humidity is very high. Yeah, very humid air. We have dew points in the 60s as well, so upper 50s to low 60s dew points. Seems to be more humid over New Jersey, where dew points are in the mid 60s. For us, our dew points are in the upper 50s, but still kind of a somewhat muggy day today. Let's go to the highs for the day, and our highs were generally in the low 70s for most areas, except right along the shore, and also low 70s in Jersey. City looks like they got up to the mid 70s. Lows, mid 50s, so that's above normal. So we're definitely above normal for the day. And again, quite a humid day. We started off with some fog. If you look at Islip here, you'll see. Actually, they are reporting mist. So luckily, we're not getting any of that here in Nassau. But there is some drizzle out there, some mist scattered about, perhaps. Yeah, it just started around 9:37 for the most part. You can see here we had some light rain being reported at certain times of the day, and haze as well. Haze being reported. We had some really bad air quality today, too. I wonder if we had some wildfire smoke in there. Perhaps, in fact, let me take this to the... let's look at the smoke model here. I'm just going to go right to the smoke model here and see if there was actually any smoke in the air today, because it sure seemed like there was a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I think there's quite a bit over here, though. Where that is coming from. But there was a little bit of smoke. I think a lot of the haze just had to do more with the humidity today, which was, again, very, very high. Very high humidity across the area today. So let's go to our climate statistics for the day. At Islip, we got up to 71, a low of 54, 6 degrees above normal for the day. Precipitation, we've received now 0.66 inches of rain this month so far at Islip. Central Park, hit 73 and a low of 53, and they got 0.33 month to date as well on precipitation. And Central Park was 2 degrees above normal for the day. So let's look at our models here and show you what the week's going to be like for us. And you can see this crazy intense storm that's causing all the severe weather in the Midwest, and that's going to cause more severe weather probably tomorrow as well. But for us, you'll see that there's a high-pressure area that builds down. But then, as we go through the week, we're going to be playing with stall front syndrome, some waves of low pressure, bringing the chance for rain. Thursday looks to be the wettest and most active day here, this low-pressure system here. And then as you get into Friday, still under the influence of low pressure, so still clouds and chances of showers. And then this low-pressure area here. Now, the GFS, the 12Z, did not have the system. Or it had a much weaker system. You can see a much weaker system. But now the 18Z, again, wants to keep, the GFS keeps wanting to do this, developing a coastal storm offshore that would affect part of Saturday now. It looks like it wouldn't affect all of Saturday, so it might clear out by the afternoon. But then you see the cyclonic flow kind of just sitting over us for the weekend here. On the 12Z run, you also see it as well. The icon's a little more encouraging. If you look at the icon... let's look at the 12Z icon just briefly for the weekend. The icon's definitely a little more encouraging for the weekend as far as better weather. But Friday, we'd still have the chance for showers. And Thursday, it's not like we're going to have... I don't really see any really big soakers in here. It's just a lot of rain chances, a lot of unsettled weather because of a stall front syndrome that we spoke about yesterday. So let's look at the HRRR model now on the 0Z HRRR run. And you'll see here that we have, again, that's those showers staying mainly to the south. And tomorrow should be the only day of the week that's mostly dry because We're going to have another front pass through on Wednesday that could actually bring some thunderstorms Wednesday morning. But then the rest of the day looks okay. And then if we want to go a little further, well, let's first look at the dew points and wind flow so get an idea of what's happening in the atmosphere. So you'll see for tomorrow, you see that drier air pushing down, mainly over the northeast, but the front stalls over the mid-Atlantic, and then it comes back at us as we get into Wednesday, and you see the warmth and the humidity surge back into our area for Wednesday. Looking at the temperatures, so your temperatures here not going to drop much tonight. And then tomorrow is going to be very warm. We're going to see temperatures get well up into the 70s, perhaps 80 degrees in a lot of areas. So it will be a summer-like day, but there will be sea breezes in the afternoon that will cool the South Shore down that will develop. And then cooling off on the island for Wednesday. And this kind of sets the stage. This warm front kind of gets stuck over Jersey, and depending on how far east it gets, Jersey's going to roast well into the 80s on Wednesday, but for us, we may be cooler with that southerly flow. The North Shore could still get well into the 70s. South Shore, again, the place to be if you want to have. The South Shore is always the place to be, but especially if you want the cooler temperatures. Let's look at the GFS now. I'll take you through the rest of the week here. So Thursday, you can see this next system here that's coming through, and you can see a wave forms along that stalled front. So we're going to have to deal with rain chances for Thursday, and then Friday, the cooler air builds in a little more, so you see the cooler air, and then there's that reflection of that low, and then we're just left in somewhat of a cyclonic flow for the weekend, though it won't be humid. So temperatures, as we go into, you see this is Wednesday again, showing the heat over Jersey. Thursday, heat gets pushed back, and then, because this front is still stalled out, here we are Friday, you still have much warmer conditions over Jersey, because they have this front that's just stalled out right over us. And then Saturday and Sunday, we see temperatures up into the mid to upper 60s. So a little bit right around normal, I guess, this time of the year. Rainfall, this is where we'll go ahead and look at the rainfall. Total accumulated precip for the week. So we'll take it to next weekend, and you can see it gives us another inch, probably another inch, 1 to 1.5 inches. And if it forms that coastal, then you have 1 to 2 inches rainfall as possible. You'll notice on the old run, it doesn't do that at all. So because of the coastal, it's why it's enhanced the rainfall. So it won't be like we're going to get lots and lots of rain, but just a lot of rain chances each and every day. Let's now go to the clouds. And obviously the only day we're really going to see any blue skies tomorrow. I think we'll have a good chance of that. At least on Long Island, Jersey, you may have more clouds, but then we get into Wednesday and Thursday, we'll have plenty of clouds around, and it may mix with sun at times. You can see the clouds kind of just winning out, even for the weekend. A lot of clouds around on the GFS. As we get closer, we'll have a better idea on how the weekend is going to look. Let's go to the RGM model next. So this is the RGM model. You see that drier air pushing in, mostly sunny skies for tomorrow. And then the clouds kind of come back as the warm front returns for Wednesday. And you can see that Long Island, we're going to have a lot of cloud cover. That'll also keep the temperatures cooler, and Jersey is going to break out into that hazy sunshine for Wednesday. And then for Thursday, we're kind of back in the clouds again. And the RGM is like one of the only sort of semi-short range models that sort of go into the long range. So let's look at the precipitation here a little bit here and show you when that. So there's that first round there for Wednesday. And there could be another chance for a shower or thunderstorm perhaps later Wednesday. And then Thursday, we're going to have another a chance for rain in the afternoon. And this could be thunderstorms, perhaps, some strong thunderstorms, perhaps, with this. The NAM isn't going to take us far enough out, I don't think, for that. NAM is only going to take us up through Wednesday. Yeah, you can see not huge amounts of precipitation, not real soakers per se, but the chance for showers and thunderstorms will remain, except for tomorrow. So let's now go and take a look and see what's going on in the Midwest, because there's a lot of severe weather over there we want to talk about here. So here we go. I know there's more to that. Yeah, look at this. Here we go again. Really nasty line approaching Oklahoma City right now. Oh, I see a hook echo here. They're all over the place. This could be really bad. So this is going to be we've already had a near record amount of severe weather in April, and we're going to go right into that with Maine. You can see, looks like parts of Kansas also getting hit. Omaha again. This is a pretty intense line that goes all the way up into North Dakota, it looks like right now. So this is a pretty intense line of severe thunderstorms. Looking at it on the satellite, you can clearly see them firing up quite immensely here. Just go to the 24-hour loop, and we can just look at lightning. And you'll see there's just lots and lots of lightning here. A lot of light. Oh, my gosh, an extreme amount of lightning in Kansas right now. So really, really, really bad situation over there. Now if we look at some of the observations out of that area, let's go to the weather and hazards map here. I'll take the dew points out of here. You'll see that big tornado watch that stretches all the way from Nebraska, Kansas. Looks like we have a number of tornado warnings in here. That's a flash flood warning. So I see a lot of flash flood warnings. They're getting a lot of rain. Look at some of these wind gusts that they're seeing with these lines. And then you have so a big tornado watch here, and then it looks like we've got tornado warnings outside. No, it's saying there's nothing here, but it looks like I do see a couple of red boxes. So it looks like there might have been a tornado warning for this area at one point outside of the watch area. And then around to the back, you see the red flag warning. Classic dry line scenario here. On the right side, you got the humid air. Classic dry line, dew points up near 70 ahead of it, and then behind it, dew points drop very low, very low. How about teens in West Texas? So that's the kind of situation you got going on over there, and some strong winds too. So this is not going to be good for the wildfire. That's why they got the red flag warning in effect for and you also see there's a dense fog advisory off the South Shore. That's why they got the red flag warning in effect for New Mexico. Now let's take a look and see how many lightning strikes. This also got a lot of lightning off the southeast too, because we got some thunderstorms over here. But the severe action is over here, and yeah, this is going pretty nuts right now. Oklahoma, really a lot of lightning over here. Look at, oh my gosh. That's an incredible amount of lightning right there. That's a lot of lightning. Kansas City, and this also goes into Nebraska too. So let's look at the Storm Prediction Center's website, and you'll see, look at what they have here. This is a high risk. Very rarely do you have the high risk here for the Midwest. So this is really incredible. Major severe weather outbreak is underway. A regional outbreak of severe weather with multiple intense EF3 plus long track tornadoes, as well as very large hail and severe thunderstorm wind gusts. And it looks like we've had 9 reports of tornadoes and 83 reports of hail just for today alone. And they've got a full-size plot here of what's it's not a map. I wish they'd have a map of where these all touch down. But you can see we have a lot. This is a lot of really impressive severe weather here, and it's going to continue tomorrow too as well. Let's see if we can find day 2. Shifts east, and we have the enhanced risk now over Ohio, and that's slowly getting closer to our area. And we'll have to see what we can see from this when we start getting to Wednesday and Thursday. As we get closer that area gets closer to us. And if we look at the models here, we'll just take this up for a minute to the CONUS view and look at let's look at the jet. I think this does the jet stream, right? Yeah. All right, so we have, again, this really weird twist here. Look at this. I mean, this jet stream is nuts. So you have this, and this is really, so you have a very strong, like, fire hose, almost like, what's the term, jet streak or whatever over here. And this is just causing a tremendous amount of, this is really helping to create that rotation in these storms. When you see something like this jet stream is completely out of whack. And that's why we're seeing this incredible amount of severe weather that we're seeing tonight in the Midwest. Power outages, I'm sure that they're creating some. Colorado actually has the most out. Not too many power outages except for Colorado, but these numbers will grow probably as more and more tornadoes probably break out. Let's just go to EarthCam. for a minute. We'll have to just see if there are any earth cams in that area, like Kansas or anything, and see if we can see what's going on over there. They don't have any for Kansas, do they? No, they do have for Oklahoma. Oklahoma City camera. Okay, well, this is not really going to show anything, I don't think. The storms haven't gotten to Oklahoma City yet, but they will. Northwestern, let's see, maybe they're getting something over there. I don't see anything over there going on. But there are, like I said, there are some severe weather. So you can, I'm not going to go nuts here looking for cameras. But yeah, there's a tremendous amount of lightning here. So these storms are really producing a lot. So if I do find any good live video feeds, I'll share them in the community post. So you'll want to stay tuned for that. This is right by Wichita, actually. Wichita, Kansas. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Might be able to get this. Got some ads, but I'll sit through them and
what's for dinner?
Mute them so we don't have to listen to them. But I want to just show you. This is Wichita, Kansas. So this would be by the storms here. This would be where the storms are. So we'll see if we can see anything on this, because this is a tremendous amount of lightning here. I mean, look at all this lightning. My gosh, that's one hell of a lightning show. Kansas City also is getting in on it. So let's see. Let's see. Has it finally? All right. And they got it facing the wrong way. We need the east. We need the east. All right. Yeah, they don't have it facing the right way. No, typical. They don't have it facing the right way. Why they don't, I don't know. This is, let's see, which camera is facing. Let's see. Really, I don't really want to use their feeds too much, so, if I find a good feed, I will show it to you. But that is going to wrap up this Long Island weather. Look at all that lightning going. So, again, if I find a good feed, I will share it with you. But that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.